My name is Steve Sammons, and today we have Dr. Colette Tennant, the professor of English and Humanities. Colette is approaching her 25th year here at Corbin University. She's going to share some poems that are on her heart as we go through these tumultuous times. Dr. Tennant, thank you so much for joining us. What do you have for words of encouragement for the students as we go through these difficult times?
Hi, Steve. Thank you for asking me. I thought I'd read a few poems. I've been writing a series of poems called Teaching During a Pandemic. So I thought I'd read 3 of those to them today. And so I'm just going to go for it. The first one is Teaching During a Pandemic 3. And this poem is about comma splices, because what I got to thinking is when you're teaching during a pandemic, some of the little minor writing errors, it seems kind of petty almost to mark them now when big, huge things are happening in the world the way they are. So here we go, Teaching During a Pandemic 3. Suddenly, I'm in love with comma splices. Why didn't I see it before? Each one a small thumb, a bird wing, a birthday bow remnant, an eyelash. I won't mark them wrong, these little glories, trying their best to hold things together. And then I'm going to read Teaching During a Pandemic 5. I'm just picking some of the short ones out. Well, this is about the fact that all of us have been so stunned by the numbers involved with this disease and this pandemic. And it gets to the point where you almost can't take the numbers in, I feel like. And my students know I'm already not great with numbers and math and everything. So that's what this poem's about. Teaching During a Pandemic 5. It's a good thing I don't teach math, because numbers I hear on the news don't make sense. I wonder if the newscasters suffer from group synesthesia. So when they report 4,000 dead, I'll explain to my students what they mean to say is something about the beginning of spring, something about a kaleidoscope of butterflies, all the color of daffodils. When they repeat ventilator and ventilator and ventilator and ICU, what they mean to say, I'll tell my classes, is watch how that slight wind brushes the shoulders of God when someone tries to pray. And one more. Teaching During a Pandemic 7. I have one chair in my office for students who stop by. It's a hard wooden chair with stiff stepmotherish arms. In fact, if that chair was a mother, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't bake birthday cakes for all of her children every year. If that chair was a teacher, she'd take attendance way more than I do, never curve an exam, never hand out chocolate. She'd do the minimum, that chair. Eyes cast down, she'd read her lessons straight from the text. If that chair gave a lecture on Renaissance art, she wouldn't spend the first day talking about nothing but beauty, how beauty can lead anyone back to something as ancient as love. So,
That's absolutely wonderful.
Thanks.
I'm going to go listen to this 2 or 3 more times, just because where you took my head through this is just such a wonderful place.
Oh, thank you. And I probably should have explained what synesthesia is. I referenced that in that middle poem. Synesthesia is a disease, kind of a disease that people have, but it's not really like a serious one in a way. It's like some artists have this disease. It's where people's wires are crossed. So if they see the color green, they might taste strawberries or if they see red, they might hear music or something. So that's what synesthesia is that I mentioned in that numbers poem.
That's good. That's healthy. Colette, again, thank you for the time.
Thank you. God bless the students and faculty and staff. I'm praying for all of you during this time. Take care out there.